Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to share things that you can do if you're visiting Los Angeles and the surrounding area. Los Angeles, California is the second largest city in the United States with a population of almost 4 million people. Famous for its film and television industry, beautiful coastline, Mediterranean climate, and diverse geography, the city is a very popular tourist destination. And that is no surprise because there is so much to do and see in the area. In this video, I've rounded up 33 activities and attractions that you can add to your own itinerary if you're visiting the city. And before I get started, don't forget to subscribe for more travel videos and to check out my other California videos. Now, let's jump right in. If you're coming to LA, a tip for you is to rent a car. This will help you navigate your trip more seamlessly because you will be in charge of where you want to go and when. Ubers and taxis here would just be way too much money because things are spread out very far. And if you're renting a car, you get a free shuttle from the LAX airport to the rental car destination, and when you drop it off, they take you back again. Number 2 is go to a sports game. We didn't get to a game this trip, but did on a previous visit. If you're a sports fan, there are tons of major sports teams to choose from. And while we were there this time, we saw the tailgate party getting set up for the LA Rams football game and drove by an area getting ready to sell merchandise to attendees. Beverly Hills must be on your list. We drove through the area during the day and at night, and I think the Beverly Hills sign looks the best at night. You can also drive or walk through the neighborhoods here to check out the beautiful homes, the Beverly Hills Hotel, and see if you can spot any celebrities. Another thing that you can do in LA is come to Rodeo Drive. This is a very expensive designer shopping area. Most of the stores here are appointment only, and you'll see lots of expensive cars out on the street. So it's a pretty interesting area of the city to visit, but we just went window shopping. And it's conveniently located in Beverly Hills, so you can do both at once. Now time for a parking tip for Rodeo Drive. Don't get hosed and pay expensive prices to park here. There's tons of metered spots around the area. Sometimes you can park for free after 6 p.m., which is what we did, or you can pay a small fee at the meters. Number 5 is to go to a farmer's market. There are many to choose from, and our favorite was the one in Santa Monica because there was also other stuff to do and see in the area. There are many different vendors there selling their produce and homemade items, so it's a great way to shop and support local while also getting some fresh goods. Another thing that you can do if you're in LA is try the restaurants and food that they don't have back where you're from. We don't have Dunkin' Donuts back at home, and we don't have In-N-Out Burger, so we definitely had to try those while we were here. We tried Dunkin' for breakfast and enjoyed the many breakfast options they had, but the donuts were just okay. I love the size of their iced coffees though. In-N-Out Burger was delicious, and I really like the fries animal style with the cheese and fried onions on them. Plus, we also tried Shake Shack, making this a very unhealthy trip, but we don't have this at home, so we had to give them all a try to see if they lived up to their hype. Another thing to add to your LA itinerary is coming to the Griffith Observatory. Not only can you visit the museum, but they also have an epic view of the Hollywood sign as well. To get into the observatory, you actually had to show your proof of vaccination, and that gets you closer to the perimeter and also inside. Once inside the Griffith Observatory, there are a number of free exhibits and attractions that you can check out, including the rooftop telescope. Plus, you can get some pretty cool views of the Hollywood sign and the city below. We spent about an hour wandering around the displays, learning about the telescope, and enjoying the views.
I think the only downside to this area is the parking. It's $10 an hour. There's not a whole lot of parking, so if you get here during a busy time, you might not get a spot.
And if you're visiting the Griffith Observatory, number 8 is to visit the Hollywood sign. Just note, unlike many Hollywood movies that lead you to believe it's lit up at night, it is not. And while you're there, number 9 is to hike the Hollywood Hills, because this is also a popular hiking area. Just beware, while we were looking at the sign, I spotted this little coyote slowly wandering past the viewing points. Number 10 on my list is to watch or go surfing. If you're a surfer, this would be the perfect spot to get out your surfboard and catch some waves. Or if you're wanting to learn to surf, we saw some people out there taking lessons too. We preferred to watch the surfers from the safety of the beach or pier. Some of them were also very impressive. Another thing that you can do if you're in the LA area is go to a beach. There are so many to choose from, like this one, which is Manhattan Beach, and they have a beautiful waterfront area and pier. California has an amazing coastline, and there are many big, sandy public beaches to choose from in the LA area. Whether you just want to spend the day sitting by the water, or you want to be more active and bike, run, or play beach volleyball, you can be as active or as non-active as you want and still enjoy the beach life. Well, we just called an audible. I had a whole video planned of things to see and do in downtown Los Angeles. We didn't really feel comfortable parking the car and getting and walking around. I'll play some of the footage that I did capture so that you can decide if it's something you want to add to your list. It was not something we wanted to add to ours. I don't want to sound negative, but did want to share the realities of our personal experience. Los Angeles, unfortunately, has a very high homeless rate, and you really see it in the downtown area. I had planned to check out a few highlights in the area, including the Kobe Bryant mural, Grammy Museum, City Hall, Flower Market, and to also go out for dinner. But it just didn't feel like a place you wanted to experience, though I'm sure there are many great businesses to support in the area, so this is definitely an option to add to your itinerary if there's something you want to see. I just recommend doing it during daylight hours. Another thing that you can do if you're in LA is to rent a car and take a drive up the Pacific Coast Highway. We just did it and it was absolutely beautiful in certain parts, not the whole thing, but there are some lovely scenic lookout points where you can park your car, get out, and take a few pictures or videos. I definitely recommend doing this for some beautiful coastal views and to get out of the city. Another thing to do in LA if you're here is visit some of the filming locations that they use in movies. We had to take about an hour drive. That was a bit of a detour, but we made it to this one. Neptune's Net is technically not in Los Angeles, but it's an easy drive to get there. Plus, there are many famous locations in LA proper if you want to stick around the city. Neptune's Net is famous for being used in Fast and the Furious and is a restaurant where you can eat indoors or outdoors. It was far too crowded when we were there, so we looked around and then decided to carry on exploring the area. If you're planning a trip to LA, it will not be complete without stopping at Venice Beach. Venice Beach is known for Muscle Beach and its beautiful waterfront area. There are also tons of souvenir shops and restaurants along the way, and you can even check out some of the professional skateboarders. I did a whole video on things to do in Venice Beach, so be sure to check that out for more details and ideas on that area specifically, linked in the description below. Number 16 is the Venice Canals. This area of Venice is tucked away and was built to mimic the canals of Venice, Italy, with the pedestrian bridges and walkways. It's a cute area for photos, to take peaceful walks, and even spot some famous filming locations. Another thing that you can do in Los Angeles is come to Hollywood Boulevard and check out some of the stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We started close to one end of the Walk of Fame, and I wouldn't recommend that. I'd suggest starting somewhere in the middle. There are over 2,700 stars on the Walk of Fame highlighting actors, musicians, and other notable celebrities. We enjoyed searching for names we recognized and Googling others we hadn't heard about along our walk. One thing to note is that, like any city, it's not the cleanest, and some areas are a little bit sus.
Yeah.
Number 18 on my list is to visit some of the attractions on Hollywood Boulevard after you're done checking out the Walk of Fame. Here you can rent sports cars to tour the area, go to the Hollywood Guinness World Record, check out the Dolby Theatre, Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, the Hollywood Wax Museum, and more. Number 19 on my list is to go shopping. There are tons of souvenir stores on Hollywood Boulevard and in Venice Beach, But you can also visit more upscale shopping options in Santa Monica, Rodeo Drive, or throughout the city. Number 20 is to take an organized tour. There's the hop-on, hop-off bus that allows you to see most of the city, or Hollywood tours to check out where celebrities live and see filming locations. Number 21 is to visit a brewery. There were quite a few brewery options in the area, and we really enjoyed trying out a few throughout the 4 days we were here. Coincidentally, most of them served food, making them the perfect lunch or dinner options throughout our stay. Number 22 is to dine out in general. We went to a few non-brewery restaurants, but there are so many dining options in the city, and depending on your preferences, you can easily find something you like. Number 23 is to go to Universal Studios Hollywood. This theme park is centered around the Universal Studios movie and TV shows and has their own studio tour through the active filming lots. It was easily the best part of our visit, but there are also a number of rides and shows you can experience while you're there, including the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which was my second favorite attraction here. Check out my full video on our Universal Studios tour and experience linked in the description below. If you're coming to Los Angeles and you want to get out of the city, you can head to Anaheim and check out Disneyland. There's Disneyland and Disneyland Adventure Park, and you can even go shopping in downtown Disney. Anaheim is only about a 45-minute to 1-hour drive away, and there are 2 Disney parks you can visit along with the downtown Disney shopping area. Just note, don't bring any selfie stick type devices with you, as they are not permitted in the park, and you have to go through security before you can even go to the downtown Disney area. Another thing that you can do if you're in LA is come to the Santa Monica Pier. The Santa Monica Pier is a popular area for locals and tourists alike, and has so much to do while you're there, like dining, shopping, and the amusement park to name a few. You can check out my full list of things to do in this area and attractions to see in my Santa Monica video linked in the description below. And now for a list of 8 bonus ideas that I wished we had time for on our last visit, but some of them we did on our first visit to LA a few years ago. The Getty Art Museum, Los Angeles County Museum of Art, Warner Brothers Studio Tour, Paramount Pictures Studio Tour, the Hollywood Bowl, the Heritage Museum, the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and the Los Angeles Zoo. Plus, there's even more you could still add to your list. I hope this video can be helpful for you if you're planning your own visit to LA in the future. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more travel videos coming soon.